Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, I have a question.
Yes.
Would you please talk about energy as it comes in and goes out of the hands and its connection to the chakra system?
Look, okay. I guess people don't want to hear me talk about it. At least.
Gosh.
Listen, before I get into this, Pat, I just have a few things to say.
Mm.
And look, I have a retreat coming up on the 21st, that weekend, and probably around sometime in March, around the 5th, 6th of March. I'm going to take 10 days to 2 weeks off. And I just am tired. I really need to take a vacation, and I don't see how I can do it until then. And also after that, I'm going to eliminate 1 day a week. I'm not going to have classes on Sunday night. And I have to do this because, look, I've been doing this for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. And I see people come, they go, they attend one class, two classes a week. And I'm here every night trying to help people to grow and in some cases saving people's lives. I mean, basically. And I'm kind of tired of it. I'm not tired of doing that. I'm tired of the fact that people that attend these classes are just a little bit too comfortable. They do it in their living room, their bedroom, and there's little or no real contribution to make the situation grow. I mean, nobody brings new students, nobody brings, people, anything. People just come, and I'm grateful you're here because I love to do this work. But there has to be something more. There has to be something that truly goes to another level in doing this work. Another thing that really bothers me, and this one, there are people that have been coming here for years who never make a contribution. They never contribute anything, not a nickel, not a dime. It's almost like they're entitled to attend these classes, and don't have to do anything to contribute to make these classes possible. Well, there's probably a handful of people like that come here. And if by the middle of March it continues with them, I'm going to really take them off my list. I'm tired of it. This is very, very hard work. And I want to see people grow, contribute. I want to see new students come. I want to see people making an effort to support me in what I do. Now, also, this period of time of the year is a very difficult time for me between Rudy's birthday and Samadhi, and I'm tired. But I just had to finally express this, that people that never contribute, they never do anything but sit on their asses and attend these classes, and are entitled to them. By the middle of March, if it doesn't change, I'm really going to take their names off my list. I'm not interested because I don't see any future. I mean, there are other people who having financial hardship, and I know about it. But I won't mention names, but people that if I need, they contribute. They contribute. They help me produce a book. They help me produce many things that I can't do that they do, and they don't ask me for anything. And I think that's wonderful. And I would never, ever think about asking them not to come to my classes. So I'm just telling you this, I'm throwing it out, and I want change. I need change. I need people to bring students. I need people to say, hey, this is really benefiting, I think, everybody who's sitting here. But we're not running a private club here. It's not a private club. And it needs to find, like a pond needs a stream to flow into it in order for it to survive. And this is kind of like a pond, and it needs freshness, it needs newness. And I think people have to start doing something about that. I don't mean getting on some kind of a stand and being the Baptist of Kundalini yoga, but opening, and people see you and say, how did you get that way? What are you doing? How, and finding a way to introduce them to this meditation. So all of these things kind of weigh on me a little bit. I'm just sharing them because I'm tired of having them weigh on me without saying anything. And I think this class has to be more than us gathering here X number of times. It has to grow. And the growth shows in the people coming, the freshness, people finding ways to contribute to the class, contribute to what's going on, and understanding that this is not an easy thing. And I mean, look, I see Jennifer came here. She dropped her whole life and she came here. And God bless her. What she does around here is the most extraordinary thing I've seen in years to help me. And I need more of that from people, not to drop your life and come here, but bring students, bring people, contribute, otherwise it just gets stagnant. And I don't want this to get stagnant. So I'm just telling you this, around the 5th, 6th of March, I'm going to take a couple of weeks off because I really am tired and very, very deeply tired. I've been doing this for 4 years, staring into a Zoom and wanted pictures of people, and for 4 years, I need more. I need more from all of you. I need more from myself, or I wouldn't be talking like this tonight. I'm willing to take on the more people, maybe something, grows where we can get a place, instead of this 2-bedroom apartment I'm living in, we can get a place where, I can have, regular classes all the time and people can come and stay and just growth, I mean, when I was younger, I had a very prominent and successful business. I was making a ton of money selling art. And I bought this house in Woodstock, 17. I was going to build an ashram up there, I mean, I had that Fourth Avenue space, which was fantastic. I supported the whole thing. I didn't mind. I was making a ton of money and it didn't matter. Now I'm not making a ton of money. And I need people really to recognize that there has to be a bigness about what we're doing here and a growth that takes place. New students, new people, people finding ways to contribute things. And according to your means, I don't ask people who are making to contribute $1 million but whatever it is, you say, hey, this is worth it. This is worth it for me to go and grow a little bit and show my gratitude. So I hate to make talks like I much rather talk about the other stuff, but this has been weighing on me and I'm tired. It's been 5 years now that I've been doing this. And I see people leave and I see, people come 1 day a week, 2 days a week, they leave, and it needs to be like a steady stream of people coming. And yeah, people go, but people come. And I guess I need you all to start maybe, that what you're gaining in this place, other people will ask you, well, how are you doing this? What is doing this for you? And not assuming or me thinking that everybody takes this for granted. And I think that could be the worst place we can arrive at, just taking what goes on here for granted. Because somebody didn't like what I talked about and they're leaving. Anyway, what was your question, Pat? I'll try to get to it. Yeah.
Yes, Stuart, would you speak about energy that leaves and comes in your hands as it's related to the chakra system?
Yeah, hands are healing instruments. Uh, they're healing instruments. They're connected. They're chakras in the center of the palms. They're chakras in the fingers, and the energy, is connected directly to the heart. Directly to the heart. If you open and draw in energy through the chakras in your hands, that energy will go right into the heart chakra and help to open the heart chakra. So it's the same process in reverse. The energy flows from the cosmos through the top of the head. It goes down into the heart chakra, and it can go down through the hands. And the hands are like healing. They're not like, they are healing instruments. And they can heal people. When a person has opened to that depth inside themselves, that they can receive the energy, and it moves from the crown through the third eye, throat to the heart, and then down through the hands. And they're grounded inside, because when you do healing, you're also going to take, the poison, the tension out of other people. And if you're not really grounded inside and can draw that tension through the sex to the base of the spine, you understand that tension can create a lot of damage inside a person, the person who's doing the healing. So the whole chakra system has to be working. And the single most important element is the fact that hands are healing instruments. And the energy, as I said, comes from the crown, into the crown, down, third eye, down through the hands, and then can help the person get healed. It also attracts things that can help a person get healed.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm talking about? I mean, this is very esoteric. Where are you going to hear anybody talk about this? I mean, this is something that is of another dimension. It's esoteric. It's very highly evolved. It took me years to develop this thing. I learned it from Rudy. When I was a young student with him, he took my hands away, replaced them with Nityananda's hands, and told me I'll be able to do healing in my life. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
It's
But
not. Yeah, go ahead.
um, in my own healing, can I draw energy through my hands to myself?
Well, you're not going to draw it from somebody you're working on. You have to draw it from the cosmos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
What you're going to take out of them is their tension, which is creating most of the problems in people, their tension.
Yes.
So you take that tension out, and then, whatever you do, the subluxations, the, massage that you do, which is very good. I like very much, and it helps to heal them. But the energy that flows through the hands, down through the arms, through the hand, that's healing energy that can be used to help heal another human being. But you've got to have the chakra system really working. Otherwise, you're going to pull out all that tension from somebody, and it's going to poison. I told you the story when I first tried to do healing with somebody. I put my fingers on her forehead, and the energy was so powerful. The negative energy coming out of that woman, she had cancer, the woman, was so powerful that I literally collapsed at her feet. I just collapsed. It was so strong. God bless my teacher. He came back and he asked me to do this and work with her. And he came back, he started smacking me and told me to run around the block 3 times. When I came back, he said, he said, you tried to draw all of that tension from her, that negative, into your chakra system, and you could kill yourself doing that. But he said, he said, look, you will be a healer someday, Stuart. He told me. He said, it's like when you get a cholera injection, they give you the disease. You got the disease and you're now immune. But that's a hell of a way to get it,
Yeah.
That's when I see these people doing, what is that stuff called, where they put their hands on other people and take out all their tension?
Yeah. Reiki.
Reiki, yeah. It's always very sad for me to see that, because they're taking all that tension into their system and they don't have a chakra system highly developed to be able to absorb that tension and transform that tension. They're trying to heal somebody else and they can kill themselves. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome, Pat. And you need to know this, Pat, because your job, man, God bless you, People come with every kind of imaginal tension under the sun that you have to work with, God bless you, a very hard job. Does anyone else have a question?
Stuart, I have a question.
Yes, Bob.
It's related to this. I mean, I'm a muggle compared to Patrick. I feel energy moving through my arms and my hands, but as just a person, I'm not there to do healing on people, but how best to use the energy that is moving.
Just take your fingers and put them on your heart, Bob. That will heal you. I mean that. Just bring right here. That will heal you. Bring them down below the navel. That energy will flow through. It will heal you. And once you heal you, people will come to you to be healed.
Very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have a question? Just to get back to this kind of teaching should get out to the world. There's nobody teaching this kind of stuff. I really mean this, it should get out to the world. I see people and it's scary how crippled they are in themselves. And desperately they need to learn how to open their hearts and to love and to feel like there's a purpose to their life. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? Okay, there'll be meditation on Sunday. And there'll also be a meditation Sunday evening this weekend. It's only around the middle of March that I'm going to just do 3 classes a week. Unless it starts really growing and I see a whole vitality of new people coming, and then I'll continue what I'm doing, really. Okay, if there are no more questions, then thank you, bless you. I try my best.
Yes.
God bless you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
very much.
Good night, you all, and I'll
Thank
see
you.
you soon.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Stuart.